So guys, we got a 2010 Nissan Murano. We got a bad control arm, as you can see right there. There's a big hole in that bushing right there. So what we need to do to replace this control arm is we need to remove the bolt here and a bolt down here. It starts, everything is from here down here. This is 21 millimeter. And then we got one bolt here with a nut on the opposite side right here. We're gonna take that baby off, and we're gonna bang this control arm out, and then it should just slip right in there. We're probably gonna have to play around with the bushing a little bit here. But other than that, it should be an easy job. Here's the control arm we got right here. Customer bought it himself. This is the control arm. And part number, Napa Mixes. So this is a Napa brand. Anyway, there it is. Okay, so let's get the job going. So I put my wrench on this baby, like I showed you from the bottom over here. I'm gonna bang out this bolt here. That's how simple that is. And this bolt should just come right off. And we're gonna move over to that side now. Same thing what I showed you in the bottom. It's a 21 millimeter again. We're gonna put a wrench on this baby just like we did to the other one. And we're gonna bang up. That's how simple that is. The nut and the bolt comes out. So they're two different bolts. This one is longer, this one is shorter. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna move over to the ball joint side next. Okay, so what we got here is 18 and 18 on both sides. So we're gonna put a wrench on one side, and I'll smack on the other side. I'll smack the bolt with this swivel head. Okay, that wasn't a good idea. I'd rather put a wrench on put a wrench on the opposite side on this, because you got more clearance on this side. There you go. Once this baby is loose, I'm gonna disconnect all this. This bolt should freely come out pretty easy, and it should be not an issue. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move back to the other side now. So now what we're gonna do is just grab this control arm. Get it. I'm gonna get a pry bar. So make sure you have a pry bar, and what you want to do is just yank this baby out of here. Putting it back is gonna be a little bit of an issue, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue. So once one side you got, just don't hurt yourself. See if you can yank out the other side. So it should just swing. The whole thing should just swing like that, okay, just like that, and it should just come down. So that's how easy that is. So we're gonna go back, look back down, and we're gonna just bang this with the hammer. Okay, so now what you want to do here is you want to just hold this baby straight, and you want to bang on this control arm, and it should. You know what? I'm gonna put the camera a little bit more down so you guys can even see it better. There you go. How's that position right there? That's even better. But my camera is not stable now. There you go. Anyways, this should easily just freely come out now if we do this. So if your ball joint go bad or your bushings like that on the controller, this wasn't even that bad. Customer wanted to change it, but this guy is out. I'm gonna go get a new control arm. Okay, so to put a new control arm, you simply need to reverse the procedure. What we're gonna do is we're gonna stick this baby in, and it's okay if you need to bang this with a rubber hammer. It's okay to do so. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to either get your new bolt or the old one, and it does need to splice up pretty well in there. And I'm gonna see if I can get this bolt. So the bolt will only go in unless your whole thing is aligned properly. If it's not aligned, it just won't go in. And I just need to take a look in there, and whew, a little bit of magic work shouldn't hurt any of us. I want to get that bolt out of there. So what you want to do is get that bolt in there, and then we're gonna put on this side. Okay, to get this bolt in, you can probably use a chisel or a punch to put in back of it, or even an extension would do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this on back of the bolt. It's hard to see, I know that, but it's fine. And it's only gonna go in one spot. Because remember, the control arm has a little notch. Let me show you that notch, okay? So the bolt pretty much has to travel through this little notch right here. Okay, if it's not there, it's not gonna travel through. So we're gonna put the nut on the opposite side, and we're gonna leave that there, and at the end, I'll tighten everything up. So right now, we need to get this control arm in. Okay, now to get this control, this is the hard part, okay? And you don't have to worry about nothing. So the hard part is not the hardest part of everything, but this is where you need to push this arm a bit out, the whole spindle, but be careful with the control, with the axle. You don't want to damage the axle. And you want to do one bolt at a time. I like to get this baby in first. So remember, again, it's okay to hit this baby softly, okay? You don't want to go crazy either and break things. But small little taps, it's not gonna harm it. So this thing is not looking good for me right now. So what I want to do is I want to come back out a bit, and I'm gonna lift this side up. There you go. If you think you're gonna get this in without hitting it, you're mistaken. Anyways, now I just need to get all the bolts in, and I like to use, see this pry bar, you can put it on the bushing area right here and tap it. So I'm gonna start off from the back end here. I'm gonna get the back end in first. It's a little bit off. So I need to go towards that way a bit. So I'm gonna tap it a bit. There you go. A little bit from up here. There you go. So I'm gonna get both of the bolts in, and I'll show you this last bolt when I get it in, and then we'll talk. Okay, small little tricks I want to show you guys. So you see this? It's showing itself a bit. You can keep tapping it, or get yourself a screwdriver and just do that to it. And once that's there, use a chisel, because the chisel is a little bit stronger. And once it's in place, you see how it moved? Once it's in place, you're gonna use the bolt to do the magic work. You see how it's aligning so far? Okay, once you get one in, it's gonna be fine, but that one is gonna be last. Okay, it's gonna be a little bit harder. So now we're gonna put this guy in, and if it doesn't go in, we're gonna fix it up a bit more. You see this? We're gonna fix this up a little bit more. There you go. And there's our bolt. It should go in. And now I should be able to manage it with the bolt. Just move it around. You can even use extension and a 21mm socket here to play around with this. Okay. And you can wiggle this guy around. And you can even tap it in the bottom to push it in. Anyways, let me get that in. Okay, so I'm gonna fix up this light here to get this little guy in. Notice your bushings aren't gonna align. So what you want to do is long extension, 21mm, same size. You want to put this in, and you want to pull it towards you. And when you do that, just be careful you don't hurt yourself. And at the same time, you want to hammer this baby. So once it reaches to the hole, it's gonna go right through. Just don't hurt yourself, like I said. Don't tip the car over or anything like that. Ooh, it's not gonna go in the first attempt. So a few attempts, eventually it will go in. There you go. That looks pretty good right there. There you go. You see how it holds out? But at least get the bottom in. The base is in. I'm gonna give it another attempt. You just that socket, the tip, the neck. It's not all that. If you have somebody hit it on the bushing there, that'd be another good idea. And this freaking phone always rings at the wrong time. The camera's a bit off. There you go. Attempt number 3. So again, I'm by myself. If you can have somebody put this pry bar here, while you yank on it, at the same time, tap here. That should make things go in easy. Anyways, attempt number 3. I'm almost there. It's like looking right at it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is because the camera's bothering me, it's in my face, and I'm gonna try to get this in, and then I'll show you guys what I did. I'm gonna have to do that. This is the only way. Okay, this baby's in, and you see the head is coming out. You can also use a long. This is a 28 millimeter. You could use this to yank it and hit it with the hammer as well. But it's in there, and it took me only 2 minutes. And what we're gonna do is bang, zoom. All I need to do is tighten everything up. Make sure your axle didn't pop out of the boot. Thank you for watching this video. So make sure you tighten this, tighten that, and tighten that. Everything is bada bang, bada boom. I'm gonna leave this video there, and I'm sure you guys can change this control arm on this baby. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like.